Hey guys, welcome back to another AFL Fantasy video. Round 7 is over, and in today's one, I'll be going through the usual review, looking at how my team went, looking at the trades I have planned ahead of round 8, also looking at and answering some of the questions sent in via Twitter. So if you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure you do that right now to never miss a weekly video. Let's get into my team. As you can see here, 1943. Really pathetic. Like all my players, well, most people's players this week were just really woeful. I cannot remember a worse week of AFL Fantasy. It's very rarely you go under 2,000, and yeah, 1943. That was just disappointing. I saw a couple 1800s and even a 1700. So I suppose it's okay considering. I only dropped back around 50 spots from last week, so it's not too bad. But just looking at my team's not bad. It's just the premiums were just terrible this week. Anyway, let's get into the back line. Lloyd, 93. I'll take that. That's just this round. It was all the premiums were really mediocre. And then Laird, 95. I brought him in for Whitfield. I went Whitfield down to Laird and then Constable up to Merritt. But yeah, Laird, 95, I'll take that from him on debut. Hopefully he gets 100 for me this week. Smith got an 80. I can't really be too mad about that. I think that Smith will probably be one of the last players I look to upgrade. He's looking like a decent pick, but nothing special. Dersma, 73. I think he's starting to come to a halt now with his cash as well as his scoring. And I think this week against the Crows might be a bit tougher, and I don't think he'll be on my field. Hoare, 81. He's making a lot of cash for me now, so I'm pleased with that. He's up to 400k already, jeepers. Scrimshaw, I put Scrimshaw on the field. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Burgoyne was under a bit of an injury cloud heading into the game, so just in case he didn't get up, I thought Scrimshaw might have a sneaky chance. So I just chucked him on my field just in case and had the emergency on stack. Anyway, stack 89, really pleased with that. So, yeah, nothing too mad there. But then, of course, my highest scorer was my rookie, Jay Lockhart, in the back line. So, yeah, that's just the top round it was with Lockhart scoring 100 on my bench. Heading into the midfield now, the supposedly engine room of my team. Canelio, 82. Look, I'll take it from him. He was tagged as well as had something wrong with his wrist heading into the game. Matt Crouch, 120. Probably the only one that really stepped up. I was really pleased with that coming home on the Sunday. Yeah, he gave us all that. Gave us all yesterday, and finally he got over just that 100 mark. Brayshaw, 65. I don't want to talk about this because it just gets me pissed off. I feel like I don't understand why you've got an elite ball winner, Angus Brayshaw, an elite contested ball winner, right? You've got him on the wing. Like, I understand Melbourne won on the weekend, but I just think he's being played out of position. And yeah, last year, I don't know what happened. If coach didn't like the way he played last year or something, or there's something between the two. Because yeah, I just don't think he's getting the right role. Anyway, Merritt. By the way, if I did have the luxury, I would look to be trading Brayshaw out. He was terrible. Just couldn't get near it. Merritt, 104. I'll take that from him. I think he'll be top 8 mid, so that's good. Next player here. The pig. More like the fucking mouse. He was terrible. 69. Next player. Brad Crouch, 93. He's looking like a decent player. A decent selection. I think he'll even push to be a keeper for me at this stage. He's going to be 700k soon, so that's really good. Libba, 39. Fuck, if Rocky's the mouse, I have no clue what Libba is. He's like fucking ant. He's that useless. He is gone for me this week. I don't care. I don't care if Canelio, Crouch, Brayshaw all do their knees in training this week. I will still be trading Libba over them. Walsh, 81. Look, he's now 50 odd K dearer than Libba. So yeah, good on him. Haitley, 80. Thank God he was back. God, I was angry about him last week. But yeah, Haitley was back, 80. I'll be looking to play him on my field this week, I think. He's another positive on my bench. Yeah. Will Hayes, 59. He's making me money, so I'm not too mad about that. Grundy and Gawn. Grundy, I think I'll be looking to put the C on him this week. I don't think he's going to struggle too much against the Blues because they're pathetic. So, yeah, 99. Hopefully he bounces back this week. Gawn, 121. I should have had the C on him instead of this bloke. Dangerfield, 38, mate. I don't understand. Like, what it's something to do with me putting the captaincy on Patrick Dangerfield. So, yeah, I might put a tweet out on the Friday night or whatever, letting you guys know who I'm going to captain before. And if you see I'm about to captain Dangerfield, make sure all of you put your captaincy off Dangerfield. Yeah, it's just a heads up. Anyway, I don't think that's going to happen because I'll never captain this bloke again. Captained him for his 66 and now again for his 38. So, yeah, I've lost like 300, 400 points from that those decisions this year, so that's great. Tim Kelly, 113. Daniel, 125. Two positives for my team there. Daniel's looking like a really good pickup, by the way, as well. Warple, 88. He just keeps getting that. He's really consistent. Myers, who would have thought Dangerfield doubled? Myers, Hoare, Stack, Haitley, Lockhart, Walsh. Who would have thought all those players would outscore Dangerfield doubled? Oh, I still can't get over it. Like, it's giving me nightmares, you know? Anyway, yeah, Myers, really good. Drew, 64. And then Petruccelli, 55. And Atkins, 74. Petruccelli's starting to reach his limit. Same with Drew there. They're starting to max out. But I think Atkins has got a little bit left in him. Yeah, so just looking at my team overall, it's not too bad. Like, let's say I just put the captaincy on Gawn or Merritt, which I was thinking of. I would be in the 2000s, and my rank would be in the top 2K. So it's not too bad. Like, my team is decent. We've got it down to 6 rookies on the ground. I'll probably have 6 again this week, but after that I'll be getting down to 5, 4, and 3 in the following week. So yeah, my team's looking okay. Apart from a few of the people I've already named out and gave them a bit of a spray. Anyway, heading into the trades, let's see what I can do here. So it is a Monday night, and I've already told you guys, but these are the trades I'm currently doing. So I'm going Libba down to Corbett, which gets me enough cash to go Drew up to Boak there, and that leaves me with 4K. So yeah, this is how my team will probably. These are the trades I'm pretty set on at the moment. Libba's just disgraceful. But just looking at some of the break-evens of my players, Lloyd's up to 146. Laird still, I think he's a good buy this week again, Laird. Hoare, his break-even's up to 15, still pretty good there. Same with Stacks at 19. Scrimshaw, I'm going to hold him for a couple weeks. I think he's going to be handy throughout the buys. That's why I'm not trading him. Dersman's up to 45. Yeah, I'll probably trade him next week. If all things go to plan, I'll be trading Dersman and Petruccelli. I'll be going Petruccelli down and then Dersman up to a backline or forward primo. Then Lockhart, look at that, sexy break-even, -14. That's beautiful. Thank you, Lockhart, for that massive ton. Cornelio, Crouch, Brayshaw, they're all going to drop in price now. But, yeah, all my primos are disgraceful. Anyway, Walsh, 85. He's starting to max out as well. He's another one. I'll be looking to, I've got a plan with Walsh to go to Whitfield in 2 weeks' time. When Whitfield starts to bottom out in price, I can just do Walsh out, Stack, DPP into my mid, and then I'll be able to get Whitfield in, and that will only cost me probably 100k by then. That's good. Then I got Haitley's at -2. That's great, as well as Hayes -2. Atkins at 21. Still got a bit of money to make. Looking down here, Dangerfield's at 153 now. Geez, I don't mind people jumping off him. Like, after that, he might not play this week. Yeah, look, 44k he lost. I can't believe it. Still in a bit of shock from that. Tim Kelly. Kelly and Daniel, I think they're going to be top 6 forwards this year, so really liking them. Warple, Myers at 24. He's going to get to 500k soon. That's good. Petrocelli, 52. Yeah, looking to move him on next week. And Corbett's at 3. Anyway, a couple of players I just wanted to point out here. Zeeble is one of them. Break even of 67. He's been playing 100% mid-time the last 2 weeks. And before that, rounds 1 to 5, he had mid-time of 13%. So thanks, Freako, for that tweet there. And Maddie for pointing it out. Shout out to you. So his last 2 rounds, he's got 100s. And he's looking like pushing for even top 6 selection. So if he gets one more week of mid-time, I'll either bring in him or, the bloke I traded out a few weeks ago, Dunkley. So I'll be either getting in Zeeble or Dunkley next week. And then that allows me to have a bit of cash left over to get Whitfield the week after. Anyway, let's just have a look at how my team's going to be rolling out for round 8. So I'm actually projected for 2-1, 2-2. If we have another week like last week, I'll probably get 1900. Projections mean nothing. It's bullshit anyway. Lloyd, Laird, Smith. So I'm still running with those 3 rookies in the back line there. I'm not sure who I field of Dersma and Stack. I'm not sure yet. In the midfield, I've got 2 rookies now, Walsh and Haitley. And then in the forward line, I've got down to just the 1 rookie, which I'm really pleased about. I've got 6 rookies again this week. My plan is to, as I've said, get 1 less in my backline next week, and then another 1 in my backline the week after. So I'll only have 1 rookie on my backline in 2 weeks' time, if that makes sense. Looking at the buy detector, just having a scan through. I did do a little table, a little bit heavy on round 13, so I'm not going to get in any more of them. But apart from that, I'm not too worried about it. I'm looking pretty good at the moment. All right, heading into some of the questions that have been sent in to me on Twitter. First one from Jeremy. He says, is it time to look at getting rid of Walsh? Now, it's an interesting question. I have mentioned that earlier in the episode. I think Walsh is starting to max out in price. I've got a plan to move him on in 2 weeks, I think. If you can get him to a premium now, I think that's worth doing because he is looking to max out in price. Nick says, is it time to trade out an underperforming primos such as Brayshaw? Now, as I've said, I think, if I had the luxury, I would be trading out Brayshaw this week. I just don't have the luxury to do that with other issues, liver. I do think there is merit to trade out Brayshaw. Andrew says, hi, should I take out Constable or Hutchings? I just voted Constable there. He might get a game this week, but if he doesn't get a match, then definitely trade out Constable. John says, should I do Constable to Lockhart and Petrocelli to Caleb Daniel? Yep. Tick. That gets a rookie off your ground, and it makes you a bit of cash with it gets your cash flow going again with Lockhart coming through. So yeah, definitely. Jack says, out of Caleb Daniel, Tim Kelly, I think that's meant to be, and David Mundy, what one do you think is a must-have for me to bring into my forward line? Thanks. Out of them, I'll just rank them real quick. Tim Kelly has to be number 1 out of those 3. I think he's definitely trenched into that top 6 in the forward line, and I think Caleb Daniel is pretty close behind him there, and I think he's really pushing selection to be... He's a worthy candidate right now to be in the top 6. And then Monday, I think, probably coming in at 3rd there. Will says, Liberta, Trelaw, and Billings to Boak. Now, if you have the cash to do that, I definitely would be, because firstly, Libba is disgusting. Get Libba out. To Trelaw, I think it's a really good move. Trelaw has, with Adams out now, he's going to go absolutely crazy. So, yeah, it's just the thing with me. I've got that round. I'm heavy on that round 13 buy, so I'm trying to avoid premiums on that bye week. But if that doesn't really stuff up your buy structure too much, then I think Trelaw is probably that really good mid primo option to bring in, along with Gaff. I think as well is a good option. So Trelaw without Adams, he's going to go ballistic in the next few weeks. And Billings to Boak, he said, if you have the cash, then definitely do that. Michael says Adams to Boak or Dunkley and cash. I could be doing the Dunkley one and grabbing the cash, but I just think Boak, it's just so much safer. He's definitely going to be a top, probably 1 or 2 forward, and yeah, he's going to have he has a great run over the next few rounds, so he's really going to hurt owners who don't have him. And then Dunkley, God, he's hit or miss. Who knows with Bevo at the moment? He could be out of that midfield next week. So we just have to. I think I'm going to wait and see one more week, and if the Bulldogs go alright and Dunkley's still in the midfield this week, then I think he's definitely worthy of selection. Dan says, should I trade Witts to Grundy or trade either Brayshaw or Rockcliffe to Gaff? Brayshaw feels more sideways, but not liking his scoring recently, and Grundy is a must-have, even though Witts has been great so far. Yeah, look, out of those, I'd probably go Witts to Grundy, because you know that Grundy is definitely going to be a top ruckman, and I think he's going to go big this week as well. But yeah, Grundy is going to be a must-have. But if you do have Gawn, I think it might be handy to hold on for Witts until after his bye, because just having Grundy and Gawn on the same bye week might be a little bit of an issue. So just think of those kind of buy things. It just helps you for the buys. So if Brayshaw or Rocky Gaff does help out your buys, then I probably would be doing probably Brayshaw. Look, Rocky was poor, but he's got a great run coming up, so hopefully he can make up for last week. Brock says, bring in Dunkley. Yeah, as I've said, I think probably wait a week, because who knows what Bevo's going to do, and if Bevo does push Dunkley out of the midfield this week, which I doubt he will, but if he does, then a lot of owners are going to be left scratching their heads. Matthew says, who will be the top 3 mids from here? Well, it's the $100 question, isn't it? Or $1,000 question, I should say. I think, personally, Gaff's going to be number 1 from here. I think he's got a... Look, the form Gaff's in is unbelievable, and I think he definitely will be a top 3. I think also possibly Treloar. If you're talking short term, I know it says from here, but if you're looking for a player for the next 4 to 6 weeks, you want them to go crazy, then Treloar definitely will have to be up for that selection. But yeah, I'd say Gaff, Neal, and McRae. Yep, 3 players that I don't have, which is really disappointing. Hopefully Canelio can find some form, because I want him to be back up there. But yeah, probably you'd have to say Gaff, Neal, and McRae. McRae needs to find form as well, but I think those 3 will be up there. Matt says, do we fix up misfiring primos, or do we ride it out until we are no longer fielding rookies? Currently have Brayshaw, Steele, and Billings. Really good point there. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to ride out those shit-house primos, like the likes of Canelio, Brayshaw, Rocky. I'm going to ride them out until I have a completed team, because they might pick up some form. Fingers crossed they do. I'm just trying to get the rookies off my ground and complete my team as soon as I can. Because, look, my team is not bad. Hopefully this week I can push back inside that top 2,000. It's only a couple hundred spots between 1,000 and 10,000. So, or a few hundred spots between those 2 ranks. So it's really tight up the top. And especially even the top 100, there's not much in between all the spots there. So, yeah, hopefully by doing that, trading those rookies out and getting more premiums in, I think that'll benefit me more by just going for form premiums. Anyway, Mr. AFL Fantasy says, Daniel or Ebert if Ebert plays. Daniel has one of the highest runs, while Ebert has one of the easiest. Good point there. I don't think Daniel, with his run, who he's playing against, will affect him. I think it's more for midfielders, because Daniel's going to just rack it up across the half-back line against any team he plays, I think. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he goes this week, though, because Brisbane, Lloyd only got 93, and there's only been 1 defender that have turned up against Brisbane, I think. So he might have a tougher one this week, but yeah, I think Daniel will outscore Ebert, even if Ebert plays. So I think, yeah, Daniel over Ebert in that. Yeah, thank you to all the guys who sent in a question on Twitter. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Yeah, so good luck with round 8, guys. I hope you all have a better round, and I'll see you guys in the next one.